What's up, guys?
Hi.
So we are walking around the neighborhood. It's Friday afternoon, right before sunset. So we're gonna get some nice golden hour lighting out here. But yeah, we're actually gonna be walking down Wyckoff Avenue. And we will be crossing through Maria Hernandez Park, so I think we've teased it enough a few times. So we're gonna do that now and probably get some food after. So that's the plan. There's a few good places around here, so we are definitely gonna take advantage of that because we're starving. But it's just us today, no dogs, they're chilling at home. And yeah, that's about everything, right? Yeah, cool. All right, let's go. Oh. I'm noticing that my memory is actually kind of low, so yeah, let's stop. Cool. All good? Cool. Sorry, well, probably won't notice actually, but had a small issue with my memory on my phone, so we're good to go. And I'm talking over this music because last time we passed this place there was copyright. So on that note, yeah, so we're walking down Wyckoff, and surprisingly enough, one of our most viewed videos was us just walking down this route for some reason. So that's awesome, but it also makes us laugh because we're not sure. We're like, what about it really made people care or whatever? Funny enough, we weren't talking in it, so maybe that's a cue to not talk as much in these videos. But yeah, it's a very popular street that goes down to Jefferson. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of trains go along this line as well. The L specifically, so. A little noisy there for a second, but yeah, a little windy too, so hopefully the mic doesn't pick that up.
Yeah, there's a flea market that happens all the time over there called Bushwick Market.
The flea market, yeah.
Yeah, they have a bunch of stuff there, always.
Yeah.
We haven't been inside there, but
yeah, we've passed by. But nothing that we've, actually I might, maybe, I don't know, I know I walked in once, but pretty confident you were there too, but anywho, we don't go there too often.
Oh, girls just want to have fun. There's some new art here.
Yeah.
It's like they redid it. It used to be something else before.
Do you remember? Oh. Yeah, so this area has a lot of graffiti, cool looking stuff. We're right next to the Bushwick Collective as well, so kind of goes with the theme of the area. But yeah, and those don't look like they were messed up yet. Sometimes there's a mural and then people tag over it, and then it's not as it was meant to be. But
yeah. Sometimes they do it because of artists that they don't like. Like a lot of people did it on Banksy's art.
Oh, did they? Uh-oh. That was loud. We're good. Yeah. This place too.
Yeah, it's a beer garden.
Yeah, it is. Brooklyn Street Art Beer Garden. Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like this place, if I'm not mistaken, it was closed most of the summer, which unfortunately, obviously, because what's going on in the world, but this is a place that really is a fun place to bring people. Fun place to bring people, grab a beer. There's a lot in the area, so
yeah, this block that we're coming up on has a bunch of food places that are really good, specifically Artichoke Pizza, and then right across is Seawolf, which is one of our favorite seafood places that we showed you guys before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Vlada's point. We pass this place all the time. We really do love it. A lot of people like it too. We're actually gonna walk down this block, so.
They have really good painkillers, which is some type. Do you want to cross now?
Yeah.
Or? They have really good painkillers, which is like some kind of drink. Kind of tastes like a pina colada, but it's frozen and it's only $4 during happy hours. So.
Yeah, we haven't had that in a while, but I know the first time we did, we had
like
a couple.
3.
Yeah.
I mean, like they don't. I mean, they give you like a nice buzz. It doesn't like. It's.
You're not like disabled afterwards.
Yeah, because it is like frozen drinks. I feel like with all the sugar and stuff, it's like. But it's definitely good for $4.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, like, and with that said, we don't live that far away from this area, so like, it wasn't like we had to trek that long to get home with having a few drinks. But to Vlad's point, it was like pretty sweet.
Yeah, $4. And then they also have dollar during happy hour. They have dollar chicken wings per piece, and then dollar oysters, and then I believe their cauliflower, like their hot sauce cauliflower or something, is also like on special. So they have really good happy hour deals.
Yeah.
So just something to keep in mind. It's a great place to go post brunch and just get some happy hour specials, keep the buzz going. Not that we would know because we don't really drink anymore, but
yeah. You look cool with the graffiti behind you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's also another place that it says today's frozen drink specials. No flavors, $6.
So I think this was a place where we got the painkillers from Seawolf, and then we actually saw this place had, I think, the similar drink, and there was like $1 cheaper or something or whatever. But like, we noticed that because we're like, oh, we could have just came down here, but we weren't in like crazy drinking mood. But
yeah.
But yeah, that place has a lot of specials.
Yeah, they always have like different types of frozen drinks, and people, you see like people always have, because it's like comes in like sort of like Capri Sun type pouches that are clear, and people just go to the park that we're gonna go to now.
Yeah,
and
excited.
they just bring the pouches, and it's not bad. It said it was $6, so $6 for a pouch. We can't attest to if it's good or not, you know, because sometimes I feel like with those like frozen drinks, it might just be like all sugar, limited alcohol. But
yeah, it's definitely a toss-up. I think also the price you pay, the alternative is always more expensive. So, you know, at the very least, you're getting a Capri Sun for $6 versus a $15 sugar drink, which they make those too, plenty around. But yeah, like Vlada was saying, the park we're coming up on, there's a lot of people that just like hang out there. It's a really beautiful big park, but not that it's like Drinkville City, like there are people just enjoying it too. But well, maybe not today, but like on a Saturday, like a beautiful afternoon, you see people with blankets out, their dogs having picnics and stuff. So it's quite nice, and people definitely enjoy it. So we're gonna check it out. And this place we see a lot of people come into as well.
Yeah.
I think it's Mexican food, if I'm not mistaken.
It's what? Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice little spot. We haven't gone there yet, but we pass it all the time. But yeah, we're coming up on the corner of the park now.
Ironically, we're without our dogs today, and
I
we
know.
told we try to come here with our dogs, but then it gets too dark. But
yeah, it's
today we're doggy free.
Yeah, we walked them earlier. Roxy had a little procedure yesterday morning, so she's definitely better now, but she's just resting at the moment. So had a deep teeth cleaning, leave it at that. But yeah, so we're gonna be probably cross real quick. Yeah. But yeah, I think we mentioned this maybe in a video or two, but there's like 2 dog parks.
Yeah.
There's like a really huge open middle section too. Probably walk around it because it kind of censors the park, but it's really cool to see. But I mean, probably to start this walk off right would probably be with with seeing the dogs, because I mean,
yeah, that's the best part. That's the part that everyone wants to see.
Yeah. We're actually just making these videos to give us an excuse to film dogs, so this is just another example. But yeah, see a couple, not too many people actually, but like we mentioned, it's Friday night or Friday afternoon, so
Yeah, it's
whatever going out is in COVID these days.
5:40, so
yeah.
I feel like people probably. I feel like between 5 to 6, people are like either napping or like getting ready.
Yeah.
Just like getting ready for the night. So,
Yeah.
I mean, also like leaving work.
Yeah, we've passed the park a few times and there's been plenty. And with what I was saying, people might be like
ending work, not like leaving work, because everyone's mostly working from home, but just like finishing up. Finishing up and TGIF.
Yeah.
Oh.
See some of the puppers here.
The Shiba.
Yeah, so this is a small one. There's a couple of dogs, not too many.
Yeah, it's a little awkward coming here without any dogs and just like filming.
Yeah, that's true. So that's a good point.
Because if we had our dogs, we could just be like, yep,
Yeah.
we have dogs, so.
That's true. We usually pass here with our babies. Our dogs,
We don't
that
go
is.
in though,
No,
unfortunately, but.
fortunately not, just because they're a little moody. See some of the dogs. Not too many, like we mentioned, but this is just for the bigger ones. See a couple in there. But yeah, we usually come here with our dogs, so we're not just like the people walking around
Yeah,
with
the
like
creepy people who are just like, just watching the dogs, and it's like, all right, this is weird.
Yeah, I think it helps that we have like, you know, we're not like dressed in like all black and like, you know, making weird eye contact and stuff. But
basically what Isaac is trying to say is we're not weird.
well, not aware of it at least. But
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not showing enough of this. But you have like the middle area there where people play soccer. It's really just open, so you can kind of make it what you want. There's some handball court action. This is quite interesting. We're gonna come up and there's a volleyball. So
Sun is like beaming
yeah, it is.
today. There's like some spots I'm like, I'm blinded.
So yeah, there's a volleyball. Really huge crowd like comes pretty often, and they just set up and play. Vlada plays here sometimes too, but she's taking a. that was a joke trying to be made, but yeah, a lot of people come out here, and these crowds get pretty packed even throughout the summer.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
People just like have like volleyball tournaments, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, there's usually like you guys see, there's a lot of people at the volleyball courts, but sometimes it's like even, it's like way more. It's like, I guess, tournaments.
Yeah, it's interesting. So this is sort of like volleyball field or section rather, but kind of can see a few people on blankets out. It's a nice fall evening. It's probably like
usually
65
during the
or
summer,
something. Yeah.
Like during the summertime,
Yeah.
people pretty much like all day are here, like even
You gonna
nighttime.
grab that vlog? Oh, they got it. Wow,
Even like
finished.
nighttime, it's, you know, people are like just like drinking, and there's like loud music, so it's like a good time.
Yeah.
The place over there I passed by once, it's right across from us, if you guys are able to see it. It's like the one with the rainbow sign, Alegria. They had like a DJ, and everyone was just like partying on the street during COVID.
Yeah.
Well, not during, but like it was like a month ago, I think, or something like that.
They closed the streets for the summer, which was when everything was going on. So they didn't party for COVID. But yeah, they had music playing. Vlada passed a few times, and it's open, so there's no risk there, or at least limited rather. And yeah, people enjoyed it. Again, it's fairly quiet right now. Usually we see a lot more people out, but
yeah, usually like all of these are like filled up with people just like enjoying the day. But
yeah, it's
I mean,
funny.
it is colder now, so not too cold, but it is colder, so people might just be like, ugh, I can't deal.
Yeah, I mean, that plus, you know, Friday evening, I feel like in the mornings and when the sun is still strong, you see people sunbathe. See a few White Claws just sitting out as well. We kind of joke about that, but it's...
Well, yeah, I mean, one time, so we went, I feel like it was like right at the beginning of summer, and there was like, we went into the park and everyone was like drinking like White Claws or Trulies, you know, like the typical like
it's like a
hard
sponsored
seltzer.
park.
Yeah, so it was just like funny because we were just like, oh, let's guess what this person is drinking. Is it a White Claw? And typically it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was funny. But we did see like one person getting a ticket from the cops, which I think is like $25. But if you have like the open container, they can just like come up to you. But it was just like so weird because like everyone had it. But
yeah,
I
so
mean, luckily the fee is not like anything too crazy. It's not like $1,000, but
yeah. And I think just more context. This was when those stories were coming out where there were. This is when the stories are coming out where there were people just kind of overcrowding parks. You saw more so in like downtown Brooklyn, and there was a lot of controversy just with sort of how certain parts of the city were handling crowding. So to kind of discourage that, there was more of a presence with police in like the parks, and just making sure people are keeping their distance, and obviously not drinking in public. But that was just more of the context, because this park is, as you guys can see, really big. So there wasn't like an overcrowding issue, but again, like in New York, so the weather, once it turns nice, people try to enjoy it, and people had been locked up for a few months with the beginning of the pandemic, so it was, kind of a combination of things. But yeah, people were ticketed a few times, but $25 is definitely better than $1,000. So
yeah. I mean, it still sucks. $25. It's like a
I would hate
dinner,
that.
But
yeah,
I mean, it definitely could be worse.
Yeah, and yeah, so we got the middle area there. We could probably walk through actually, because it kind of cuts.
Do you want to cut through here, or?
Well, we can walk around, and then it kind of cuts right through the middle. But as you guys can see, there's like a basketball court too. In that open area, there are like some single hoops along the fence, not too many, but this is actually the only full court they have. So see, either labs like full court games or just like halves. But yeah, we're gonna make this right up here because we come up right in the middle, and it sounded like they were having some music too, so kind of cool. But yeah, a lot of people just out enjoying the weather. People like running, exercising, just getting fresh air. So us, on the other hand, we're gonna get some food soon, so yeah, we'll walk up here.
Yeah, the middle area is typically like a bunch of like skateboarders.
Yeah, got some skateboarders, people working out. There's sort of those like free, I don't even know what you call it, like those like obstacles. You could just do like pull-ups and that stuff. But
yeah, like an outdoor gym.
Yeah, it's actually on the left here.
Yeah.
Probably can't see it too well, but got this here. And again, this park is massive. We kind of stumbled upon it, but if you see it on a map, it's really not all that big at all. So it's quite surprising once you actually step in. Yeah, let's probably walk through I guess we could walk through the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some music on the side here.
Oh, that's like a nice view, like over there. Nice and bright.
Yeah.
It's pretty, very picturesque.
But yeah, you got a really open area, just lots of seats around, skateboarders like Vlada mentioned, and some nice views. So, can't go wrong. But yeah, I think it was in the beginning of spring when was it cherry blossom? There was like flowers that were...
cherry blossoms, it was like so beautiful.
Yeah.
Cherry blossoms are so pretty and pink, and they were like everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was like very, very picturesque and just like beautiful, as you can imagine.
Yeah, definitely. And especially when we noticed it was around March, April, when... In Washington, D.C., the Cherry Blossom Festival is right, I think, at the end of March. So I think that's when cherry blossoms bloom. And we also noticed it a lot more here just because it was not as crowded. Again, we mentioned we walk our dogs here sometimes, so all you saw was an empty park more or less and just beautiful flowers, which is definitely surreal and
just nice to see in New York in general, because you don't really I mean, you're surrounded by like buildings and
Mm-hmm.
just other stuff, so it's nice to see like a little bit of nature.
Definitely, yeah. And this park definitely gives a lot of it. You see sort of a high rise up there, which is relatively new.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you just see kind of residential buildings that have been around probably for as long as, this area's been here. But yeah, we can actually walk down Knickerbocker a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun down there.
Yeah.
So kind of, so it's one of the entrances. I think there is 1, 2, 3, there's 4
Yeah.
for this park.
One on each corner, basically.
Yeah, and again, I don't know if this video gives it any justice, but it's a huge park. So I think we'll have some city bike action on the side. Wait before we die. Yep. But yeah, we've got like a lot of restaurants. We're gonna be walking down Knickerbocker for a little bit, a little impromptu, just because it is nice out and it's
Still bright.
yeah, still bright. Yeah. But and we got some music playing, so we'll talk
That
over
happens
it.
a lot around here,
Yeah.
though. It's typically.
It does, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're ever counting on recording without any music playing, you can't really hold your breath. Oop.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of different stores.
Yeah.
Got your Dollar Tree on the side there.
Yeah. We love Dollar Tree. Not
Yeah.
specifically that one, but
Yeah.
just there's one like maybe a mile away from here
Yeah.
that we go to.
Mhm.
So definitely recommend Dollar Tree if you guys have one.
Yeah. There's so
Definitely
much.
very loud here.
Yeah, this is more common than not on like just most days, but like a Friday night, people
Yeah.
feeling good and going somewhere they want to be. Got some dog action. But yeah, there's a Dollar Tree like Vlada mentioned, a lot of coffee shops, a lot of restaurants, small businesses. We also have your mainstream, like there's a McDonald's if we keep going up.
Steak sale.
Steak sale, you see that?
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if we want to experiment with that, but yeah, not that Dollar Tree is bad. We get what we usually get from there. We kind of stick to it, and that's like 80% of our food that we eat.
And some people have misconceptions that it's like unhealthy, but
Yeah.
there's definitely healthy options there.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely won't argue if you're considering something you put in like a microwave as unhealthy. But they do have sort of like your lean cuisine and like those type of frozen meals, which we eat a lot of. And yeah, we probably get we get like creamer from the supermarket, obviously produce from the supermarket.
Yeah,
Those
like
are
fruits and vegetables.
cold
we
cuts
get-
when we
Yeah,
stock
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Although they do have some in Dollar Tree too.
Yeah, they have like the typical like
The
bologna.
packaged one,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think it's like Oscar Mayer or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have those. But if you want like the fresh, like the cut deli meats and cheeses, you got to go to the supermarket for that. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean honestly, they have pretty much like everything at the Dollar Tree besides like. They have frozen fruit, which I use all the time
Yeah,
for
for your
smoothies, and they have
smoothies,
frozen
yeah.
vegetables too. But if you want fresh fruit, you gotta go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Although now they're unfortunately getting more expensive because a lot of fruits are out of season, and we love mangoes, and unfortunately those are out of season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure what's in season now, but a lot of the stuff. Every time I go to the grocery store, a lot of the stuff is expensive.
Yeah. Oh, and
Oh,
what I was
speaking
actually, wait, that was actually perfect. So we'll get produce from the supermarket, but New York is unique too because there's just a lot of fruit and vegetable stands around too. As we
That
just
have
passed.
like much better prices too.
Yeah.
Typically.
So that's definitely, I don't want to say a pro tip, but like if you see in terms of like if you're in New York and you want to buy an apple, you don't necessarily have to go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Bananas is definitely a special case because like you get like 5 for $1, and it's basically, probably half of what you'll pay in the supermarket depending. But
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
that-
the supermarket is definitely. I mean, the outdoor
fruit stands and stuff.
Yeah, fruit stands are really good.
Yeah. Got some, got GameStop, Vlada's favorite store.
I love it. I love playing my PlayStation games on it.
You're on PlayStation 7 now, right?
No, we're on PlayStation 5.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Yeah, I know this because that's what I'm going to get Isaac.
Oh, God, no. I didn't get a PlayStation 4 literally until last year, and I'm pretty sure PlayStation 4 came out.
I feel like it's the same thing, no? Like, what's the difference between the 5 and the 4?
Oh, man, you would get roasted if someone... I don't know that, honestly, the difference. I just know this one is, like, more expensive, but, I mean, this is a lot of thinking about it. But, yeah, we're still kind of walking down the main area of Knickerbocker. And this area was more so a ghost town, especially the past couple months ago when everything shut down. It was really sad to see because a lot of these stores are like smaller businesses and they were obviously impacted. So we would walk around here and it would just be like really quiet. So it's all this guy.
Oh wow, what a big doggy.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. But
yeah, actually, fun fact: the New York Knicks were named after Knickerbocker, and that's something that's also in the olden days something like on your shoe. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. No, not on your shoe, in your pants. And then people used to wear them. So
that's how you know she's a keeper. She knows about the Knicks.
Okay.
Yep. I do think that is true, actually.
No,
the Knickerbocker part of it. So it's been abbreviated since then. When they're actually good, maybe it'll matter more, but you know, until then. This Modell's closed not too long ago.
I feel like all of them closed, like the Modells. I feel like they went out of business.
Yeah, it was a blink, and it's like huge. People would tag it up, unfortunately, but yeah, it's R.I.P. We'll make a turn at some point because the place we want to go is in the next avenue, and we'll probably wrap up there too. But there's a pizza place that's down here that's actually good. We had our
well, hits and misses.
Yeah.
It used to be like all hits, and then lots of times were misses, and we're like, you know, New York is like full of pizza places. Yeah. So
we won't say the name, just to, you know, because in honesty, it is good, but we noticed for sure we used to get like a large pizza, and it was huge, and it was quite good.
It lasted
and then,
like 4 meals basically.
Yeah. And then we ordered a few other times, and we actually noticed the pizzas were smaller, which, you know, this was a few months ago, so it might have been impacted with like inventory and whatever. But yeah, that definitely caught our attention. But yeah, overall they got good stuff. We won't act like they don't.
Yeah.
But we, like Vlada was saying earlier, there's so many options for pizza that we can definitely, you know, manage getting from other places just because you're never too far from.
New York is the city of pizza and bagels, so.
Pizza and bagels. They say it's the water. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, probably wrap up coming up on the corner here because we'll come against the train. Actually, this would be a cool place to wrap up.
Oh yeah, we can do a little.
Maybe our thumbnail. Where are we? Cool. Oh.
It should be very colorful. It's pretty. The wall actually over there is pretty too.
Yeah.
We'll show you guys next time.
Yeah, next time. I'll show you now. Why not?
Surprise! It's actually new. It looks like.
Well, the stuff in front of it looks new on the bottom, but.
But this one is definitely beautiful.
Yeah, so we picked a good one. But thanks for watching. Hope you got
Happy Friday, or whenever you guys are watching this. Hopefully you guys had a nice weekend, Friday.
Yeah, and hope you got some good stuff out of this. If you liked it, let us know. We're doing a lot more videos these days, so we're excited to definitely show you more around Brooklyn, New York in general, and you know, obviously with everyone being home and not traveling as much, hopefully these videos are a little peek into
a nice local perspective of New York.
For sure, yeah. But with that said, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace. Bye.